but they're still all part of the same reality.
Are you Shias?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so then you will have a complete different interpretation of everything, really. Are you Salafi?
Yes, though.
No, I'm Sunni. What Sunni? What sort of Sunni?
I am a Sunni, but you can discuss your point of view with them and see if you
You're a
can
Sunni
learn
as
something.
well. You shouldn't.
I was actually ex-Sunni, by
You
the
should
way.
seek your knowledge independent of attackers.
What?
Exactly. You should seek knowledge independent of attackers.
Hackers?
What do you mean?
Is he saying
Attackers?
attackers or hackers?
Attackers.
What are we
yeah.
attacking? Attackers. He's calling you attackers.
Why?
What did we attack?
Of the true religion. We're not attacking anybody. We're just
What
discussing.
true? What is? Okay. 1 minute. What is the true religion? Tell us the true religion.
Falsehood.
Tell us the true religion then.
Which is Sunni Islam.
Which kind of Sunni Islam? Of Ibn Arabi, of Abdul Qadir Jilani? Which one?
Quran and Sunnah.
Which one? Of whose interpretation? Of Zamakhshari's interpretation? No, so you think you can understand it yourself? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you look in the Quran, you can understand there's no.
Okay, so you have the faham. So you have the faham. So you have the faham. So you have the faham of Quran yourself.
Ilyas, can you show me 12 imams in the Quran?
So you have the faham of Quran yourself. Is that what you're saying?
What's happened, bro? Like the Quran is.
I asked you.
It's a guidance for everyone.
The Quran also says that there's the person. No. The person can be guided and misguided from the Quran itself. That's what Quran itself says.
Yes, it does, but it doesn't say it's not guidance for everyone. Of course, it's guidance for everyone.
No, it's guidance
anyone
from
can approach.
muttaqeen, not for everyone. That's where you're mistaken. Hudan lil muttaqeen, not lil nas.
Allah SWT says, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس هدى للناس.
There's a khas verse.
Surah Baqarah.
You have to understand it on the basis of that khas verse. When it says muttaqeen, then those nas doesn't refer to all nas.
Yes. It's muqayyad. It's muqayyad. See, even this verse, we have no consensus of what this verse means. And you,
okay, 1 second. So are you saying,
no.
Let me understand your claim. Let me understand. Are you saying the Quran is not guidance for everyone? What are you saying, bro? Are you saying guidance? Quran is not guidance for
those who
everyone?
want to seek guidance, not for
absolutely.
Of
absolutely.
course, but it came for.
It is potentially guidance for everyone, but you have to have a certain nature in your soul to attain that guidance. Otherwise, you can be misguided from the same book.
Yes, I know that, but I'm saying it came as a guidance for everyone. The Quran is guidance for everyone.
It came for that purpose, but that
it is potentially guidance.
Khalas, that's what I'm saying. So why are you saying no? It's only for certain people.
No. What I said was that do you understand it yourself? Do you have the fahm to understand it yourself?
Yeah, I can understand it myself. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, where is the proof for that? How do you substantiate that? Where does it say that?
1 second. Allah doesn't say a certain group of people can only understand.
No, it says.
Allah appeals.
It says that. It does say that.
1 second, bro. Let me finish. Allah appeals to everyone to use their intellect.
Okay, so do you believe in husn ko shar'i or aqli?
What? What's that?
You said Allah. You asked us to use our intellect, right? So do you believe in husn ko aqli or shar'i?
Husni what? What's that? Husni is something you said.
Husn and qubh aqli or shar'i. Do you understand this concept?
No, I don't understand. If you want to define it.
Okay, sure. So basically,
but brother, see, you don't even know the basics of your own aqidah, and you're calling us attackers. So that's not nice.
Define it, and we'll see if I know about it.
Sure. So
the terminologies you don't have
to
know.
You have to know. This is basis of your aqidah.
The very basics.
Terminologies are not that important. Concepts are important.
Okay, no problem. So basically, there's this concept in Sunni Islam predominantly that the only way you can know if something is moral or immoral is based on the Sharia, is based on God telling you that it's moral or immoral. It's not based on aql. You can't use aql to determine what's moral or immoral. So do you accept this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Ilyas, go on. No, you go ahead. You were discussing.
So my question is, where's the 12 imams in the Quran? There's no 12 imams in the Quran.
I once heard a Maulvi say कि अकल को दीन के ताबे कीजिए, दीन को अकल
के
ताबे ना कीजिए, and that was some of the dumbest shit I've heard.
That's exactly what we say as well. Exactly, brother. This is exactly what we say. That aql comes before naql. To understand naql, you need aql first. Otherwise, you don't even understand what naql is saying.
Right.
Alright, so
Blind belief is not a credit to anyone. Like if you're blindly believing in
Absolutely.
something, you're dumb.
Absolutely. Otherwise, a Christian,
yeah,
a Hindu, all of them can make the same claim.
yeah, he's talking about how are morals established. So how do you determine what's good and bad? These are textual things. You don't use your intellect
No,
to
no.
understand it.
We say we use the intellect.
That's so dumb to say you don't use your intellect to
Okay, so you're
understand things.
saying the starting point is that you want to use your intellect to determine what's right and then impose it upon the Quran.
No,
Is that
we
what you're
don't
saying?
impose it on the Quran. We use our intellect as a light to read the Quran based on the intellect.
Yeah, there's no issue. There's no issue with using intellect. I never said there's any issue with that. The issue is you asked me about morality. How do you establish good and bad? And I'm saying that Allah tells us what's good and bad. We don't.
So
Our
if
intellect
Allah
will be affected by
tells you
surroundings and
tomorrow
culture.
that raping is right, would it become right?
So if you believe Allah exists, if He commands us to do something, and now you're talking about hypotheticals because Allah will never command rape. So
Why not?
it's
Why
neither here
not?
Why
nor
not?
Why
there.
Is it
not?
So
impossible for him? Is he not capable of doing that?
so Allah will not command fahisha.
He
Allah
No,
will
will
how?
not.
command
Does
How?
not mean
You
he
see,
cannot.
that's the you're using aql now. How do you know
No,
Allah
and,
would
and
not
also
command
no, this
fahisha?
is
also
naqal. This
God
is
can
text.
change. God can
This is
change what he
text,
means
bro.
by fahisha. What if God, makes like a moral system where raping is not fahisha? Then what will you do?
What if we don't talk about ifs? This is hypotheticals.
No,
We
I'm
we
saying,
deal
is
with
God
what's the
capable?
reality. Such
Is
a thing
God
doesn't
capable?
exist, or we don't
Sure.
entertain
But can God do
hypotheticals because
this?
it's not in reality.
No, but we're talking about God's omnipotence, right? Can God do this?
Allah
Is God
doesn't
omnipotent?
command fahisha. Allah mentioned this in the Quran.
He doesn't mean he cannot. Do you understand this?
How do you know Allah does not lie? How
He's
do you
got
know that?
power to command
How do you know
whatever He
Allah does
wants to,
not lie,
but
bro?
He
How do you
does
know Allah
not.
does not lie? How do you know Allah does not lie?
Yeah, Allah mentions about Him being truthful.
That's a circular argument. Because if
Also,
he can
how
lie,
do you know
yeah,
God didn't lie when he said that?
yeah,
Okay, so we look at consistency. So we look at what Allah has said throughout the whole scripture. We investigate that with He made many truth claims, right? So we
yeah.
investigate that and
That's
he's
induction. That's
consistent.
not
So
reduction.
one
That's
second,
that
one second. We don't
again,
doubt.
bro.
So once,
That's
bro, let me
induction.
finish.
That's
Let me finish.
induction.
Look, you can respond. Let me finish. If Allah is consistent in His claims and what He says, then we don't have no reason to doubt. It's just like saying that how the Christians, why can't we doubt the Prophet Muhammad learning from another man, learning from a rabbi? So we make the same claim, which is that you have to provide your proof that Allah's not telling the truth. We don't jump to assumptions.
No, you have to prove the impossibility that God lies. You're not
Yeah.
proving an impossibility.
I only see white swans, so that means all white swans are
Exactly.
white.
That's the fallacy. That's the black swan fallacy.
Are they mention nothing about that's a generalization? So
You're
are
not
they
even
mention no
understanding the
generalization?
point you made. That's the problem here.
I says consistency. We observe. We
Yeah,
recognize something to be true based on
a liar can be
consistency.
consistent as well. What's the contradiction in that?
You can make up a
That's an assumption.
consistent lie,
You
right?
have to show a lie. So if you're saying Allah lied, show me a lie.
No, no, no. We are not saying
No, we're
Allah
not
lied.
saying that. We're
Astaghfirullah.
saying you have.
We say it is impossible,
Yeah, we're
but you
saying
are
we say it's
suggesting that it is
impossible.
possible.
We're saying God
When
cannot
they
lie.
suggest
It's impossible for him to lie.
it's possible,
Yeah, so how do you
Because
know? Okay, so how do you know the impossibility that God lies?
it goes against Allah will never lie because it goes against his being.
No, how do you
how
know
is
that?
that?
Allah informs us about it.
That's a circular argument. Because if you are already presupposing that he does not lie, if you're saying that my belief in him not lying is through the khabar that he has given me,
Okay,
through
Yeah,
through
it
that
has to be
through that
accepted.
asdak, if that's just saying asdak. If he tells me I don't lie, I would say okay asdak, you don't lie because you said
Yeah,
you don't lie. MashaAllah.
okay,
exactly.
proceed. Tell me how you do it. Let's see.
So you can
Let's
see
see how
that you
you do it.
don't know.
No, I'm saying proceed. Tell me how you do it. I've
No,
already
no.
mentioned consistency. We examine what's
Well, hold on.
consistent, and that's how
Do you
Consistency, induction. So do you
that's
think
how we demonstrate
inductions?
that to
So
non-Muslims.
no. So do you think induction can prove impossibilities? Is that what you're saying? Like you can derive impossibilities through the induction?
Yeah, of course.
Im- Man, what are you saying? Azdak Baba,
Example, I'll
explain
give you
it.
example.
So
Allah,
induction, man, this
one second.
is you are
Deduction,
making a claim.
1 second.
You are making a claim
Bro,
about
Anas,
kulliyat from the juziyat. That's faulty reasoning. That's nonsense, actually.
Isma. Allah says, "Laysa kamithlihi shay." There's nothing like unto him. Due to this principle, for example, we can negate things about Allah. So we can negate by deduction. We can say, okay, humans have certain characteristics. Allah can have these characteristics. Whether that's direction, we can negate direction, for example. So yeah, we
You don't
can,
believe that
based on
if you point
deduction.
upwards, God is there?
What?
You don't believe like there's this hadithul jariyah. Are you familiar with this hadith?
Yeah, I'm aware.
So you don't like point upwards to say God is upwards, or no?
No, I don't believe he's upwards in a direction. No, he's a ulu. He's high, but not in a
So
direction.
you don't point upwards.
We can point upwards because there's a hadith talks about pointing and stuff, so there's no issue with that.
That's what
Just
he's
like how you
referring
make
to.
dua, you raise your hands upwards
But is God fis
towards the
sama?
sky. What?
Halillah fis sama.
He's not in the sky. The sky is the creation. So anyway, that's off the topic. So have you showed 12 Imam in the Quran, please?
Again, that's off the topic.
That was originally what I said, bro.
Yeah, why is your criteria showing the 12 imams in the Quran?
Yeah, from the Quran. Why do you want
Because
it from the
that's
Quran?
a fundamental aspect of your religion.
No, why are you saying it has to be in the
Did
Quran?
we
If I
ever
don't
tell you
believe,
that?
if I don't believe in 12 Imams, will I go Jahannam? Will I go hell?
No.
Depends.
I
No,
wouldn't go. I wouldn't
not
go
every.
hell. Okay, that's the first time I heard this from a Shia. So yeah, that's interesting. So I don't have to. I can stick to Sunnism and it's all fine, yeah.
No, if you know the
Yeah,
truth
if you
and then
willfully
deny it,
deny it,
then
Yeah.
you
then
would go.
you are a
If
kafir.
you know the imams and you still deny, that's all.
Yeah, but if you're ignorant or there's some other,
Yeah.
mawani,
Then even
no.
a non-Muslim can go to heaven.
Yeah.
إن الذين آمنوا والذين هادوا والصابئين والنصارى من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر وعمل صالحا فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. So even a non-Muslim can go to heaven, let alone a Sunni. But if you know the truth and then you deny it, then that's a problem. Then that is kufr.
Okay, so it is kufr at the end of the day, right?
If you know the truth and then deny it.
You willfully deny.
Now you're talking about exceptions. You're talking about things that people who have never heard the message of
No,
Islam
not
and
someone
stuff like
who
this.
hasn't heard it.
Bro, I never talked about exceptions and divine amnesty. You're talking about divine amnesty. I'm not addressing that. I'm talking about the general ruling of a person who rejects something like salah. If someone rejects salah, he's a kafir. And likewise, in your belief, you believe a person who rejects imama is a kafir.
No.
We say
We
man
just told you.
ankarahu.
You said
told you
it's
what we
kufr. You
believe.
just mentioned that.
We say man ankarahu ma'al ilm.
Exactly.
Whoever denies it despite knowing of it being
Okay,
true,
so
then he's
what
a
do I
kafir.
need to know from you guys to deny
Do you
thereafter if I
believe in
deny
Insan
anything else?
al-Kamil? First of all, let's start from the basics. Do you believe in Haqiqat al-Muhammadiyya?
That the Prophet existed.
No. Do you believe in Haqiqat al-Muhammadiyya? يعني روح
Elaborate.
السلطان حقيقة المحمدية أول المخلوقات أصل
Elaborate.
الكائنات. يعني bro, I'm telling you what it is. Like, don't you understand?
So if
That the
I do
Prophet.
not accept the imamat, I'm gonna go to hell?
No.
No, we didn't say this. As we said, despite knowing of all the evidences, despite knowing, if you know in your heart it's true and you still deny it, then
Okay.
that such a
Tell me the
person is a
evidences,
kafir.
bro, and then I'll deny thereafter. Go ahead.
Okay,
Exactly
so
what we're
you're
talking about.
There's no 12 imams, brother. There's no 12 imams.
so you're already saying that you want to do kufr.
Kufr in your religion, yes.
But the evidence hasn't even been
Of
provided
course.
yet, and you've already
It's on
denied it.
falsehood, bro. There's nothing you're gonna present
Brother, I
in
think
That's
you have
Islam that's
already
on.
assumed. You have
yeah.
already assumed that there is nothing.
You just made a statement.
I
It
know
doesn't
it's not
matter what
assumed,
you
bro. I've
present. I'm
investigated
gonna
this,
deny any
and
of
there's
it.
no evidences in your religion.
How do you know you have investigated everything? Again, you are making the fallacy of induction.
How do I know if I investigate everything? I did everything.
Yeah.
I investigate
So
everything
there, if you have
maybe in your
not,
religion.
if you have not investigated everything, then there is something. There is a possibility for new evidence.
I investigated your religion. That's the main thing. So
What did you?
you have
Okay,
new
what did?
evidence from the
Have you
Quran
ever
about 12
heard of
imams?
Mullah Sadra?
Mullah Sadr. No.
Yes, you said you
Okay.
investigated everything in our religion. You
About
know
your
Just
Mullah
religion.
lying,
Sadra?
man. You just
Yeah,
lied.
do you know Mullah
the
Sadra?
main fundamental things about your religion I've investigated it. Yes, continue.
And what evidence? Which book did you
There's no
read?
evidence for
But it
imama
sounds
in the
like you don't
Quran.
even know
That's
the
the whole point I'm
fundamentals of
making
your
here.
religion, and you want to come tell me about mine.
Yeah,
What fundamentals are there? No,
you didn't
you're
know
talking
about
about
Husn
terminologies.
Aqli.
Oh,
Yeah,
hold
you
on.
didn't know about that.
I knew about
Okay,
the concept. I
what
heard the concept
position?
before.
Okay,
I never heard
what
the
position?
terminology.
Okay,
That's
okay,
number
what
one.
position? What
Secondly,
position?
that's not one
Okay,
second.
okay.
That's not fundamental of religion. Firstly, that's not something that's
It is a
fundamental.
fundament. It is a
One second.
It's
fundamental
in
of
your
your.
Aqidah books.
Fundamental means
It's in
every
It's
your
Muslim
Aqidah
must know,
books.
and that's
It's
not
it
in
something
your
is
that
in
every
your
Aqidah
Muslim
books.
must know.
Aqidah. It is in the book of your Aqidah, man.
Not
Go read
every
your
Where you,
Aqidah
Muslim
books. It's
must
in there.
know.
you know there's a difference on even the definition of what every Muslim should know.
What's that?
Like, do you know that? Do you know that there's differences between Ash'ari, Maturidi, and Hanabila on what is even the fundamentals of Deen?
Yeah, we have
But if
at least our beliefs are established from this text, right? Your 12 Imams not established
no,
from the
your
Quran.
beliefs are not established through Aql at all. No,
From the
your
Quran.
beliefs are not established through Aql at all.
I said
No,
Quran. Quran.
no, it's not established through Quran either. What do you believe about the Sifat al-Zatillah?
Yeah, Sifat.
Yeah, Sifat al-Zat.
Yeah. So
What do you
what do you
believe
mean?
about it?
What do you
Are
mean?
they
What
distinct from or are they distinct from each other or are identical to each other?
do you think every Muslim needs to know that?
Yes,
What do
absolutely.
you know? He's asking
No,
Where
no,
you.
does it
no,
say
no,
in the Quran about
absolute.
distinct and
No, no,
You
non-distinct?
no,
don't
no,
even
no,
know your God.
bro. Absolutely even the most basic of your Aqidah books have the statements on Zat and Sifat. What are you talking about, man?
You have to
Like
know
what?
that Allah
Okay,
exists. He has a
yes.
deen.
So
He has attributes, and that's it. You don't need to know any further details about it.
no, your Aqidah books by definition state that they are distinct from each other.
Or the attributes are distinct from
Essence, yes, exactly.
the. Could you show me the Aqidah book? Let me see.
Okay, 1 minute. What
Which
have you read
which book?
Tafta? Yeah, Taftazani mentions this. Ghazali mentions this.
Tafsir. Listen. Have you read Aqidah Tahawiyah?
Yes.
That's the basic manual for every Muslim. Does it say there? That's distinct.
It does make a statement from which you could infer that it's distinct. In the
Yeah.
Sharuhat, in the Sharu, 1 minute. In the Sharuhat, it is absolutely written that it is distinct. Anyway, even if it is not
In
written
the
there,
Sharuhat,
that
bro. You
the
tell me
thing
in the
is,
commentaries it's written.
if you
Show if
hold,
commentaries
okay,
written.
if you hold a false belief, right, whether it's wajib for the Muslim to know it or not, it's still a false belief.
Okay, so if
Yeah,
it's not in the
your
one second.
Aqidah school is still wrong.
If it's not in the basic manual of Aqidah Tahawiyah, and which every Sunni group agrees upon, then your point is invalid about distinct. You're saying that every Muslim must know that book is determining
No,
what
that's
every
not
Muslim
what
must
my
know.
point was anyway. What I was saying is that your schools of Aqidah are irrational. They don't make any sense. That's what my claim was. Can you disprove that claim?
The schools of Aqidah. So that's a very deep claim. So there's a lot of things that's got to do with
No,
Aqidah,
no.
which goes in a lot of details.
All
I'm
of
not. I'm
your
not here.
schools
I'm not
are
here to talk about
logical
advanced.
contradictions. All
Hold
of
on.
your schools lead to a conjunction of P and not P. They are logical contradictions.
All
That's
right.
what
So
we
I'm
are
not.
claiming.
One second. I'm not here to discuss deep, philosophical matters, things which are not the basics. And I'm talking about basics here. I'm talking about 12 Imams, which is basic in your religion. And if you reject it, it's kufr, like you said. So are you going to demonstrate from the Quran where this is mentioned, or are you not going to
Yeah,
demonstrate that?
Aqidah is the very basic thing because our Imam mentioned the true rational Aqidah and none of your books even contain the right Aqidah about the Sifat of God. MashaAllah. All of your books, right, misinterpret Quran and prove an irrational God. That which is logically impossible to exist. Only Nahjul Balagha mentions real Tawheed. Now, do you want to talk about it? Do you want us to prove it?
Like I told you, I want to talk about fundamentals, not some side
This
issues.
This
is
is your fundamental,
fundamentals.
man.
You're talking about side issues, brother.
You don't even
so
What's more
Tawheed is
fundamental
now
than Tawheed?
Tawheed is a side issue now.
When you're
MashaAllah,
talking about
MashaAllah.
distinct, one second. When you're talking about essence distinct from the attributes, you didn't find it within the Imam Tahawi's work. So again, it's not a fundamental thing for a Muslim to even think about. So yeah,
So how do you define a fundamental?
something that's established and something that's the Prophet has mentioned very clearly that we must believe in. And there's ijma and mutawatir and stuff. Anyhow, I'll leave you to it. I said my 2 cents.
No, brother.
don't run now.
What do you mean run now?
It's
Everyone's
Yeah, we
quiet,
are.
bro. What do you mean
Tawheed
run
and you
now?
want to flee.
Bro, I told you you don't have to go into depth. You're talking about essence and attributes distinction. I'm saying we don't have to go to that detail. And if it's not fundamental, so I don't have to discuss with you about such things.
You don't have to discuss with me
So
about
you
anything.
believe in? So would you believe in logical contradictions?
Yeah,
No.
you do.
Muhammad, just an
Yeah.
advice. You know, brother Eminem.
No.
You don't know him? Okay. I was probably gonna tell you to like bring him into this room so that he can have a discussion with Ilyas.
No, I don't know that.
Maybe he has the answers that you.
I'm pretty new to Clubhouse, so no, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Take care, guys.
Okay.